Good morning. Welcome back to the 12K challenge. This is day 12, and if we counted as day 12, we had a couple of short streams because things went a bit pear-shaped. But before we kick in, I'm just going to go and take these links and drop them in. I realize we're a wee bit late today, so I want to just... that's the one. I want to just get this link, if I can find it, into the groups so people know we are up and we are running. Okay, we'll put it on my wall first. Day 12 of the 12K challenge is going live now. Actually, it is live. Welcome. And huge day. We generated over 100 leads. And today we will talk about how to convert, how to some of these people into becoming paying clients. Okay, so we'll just get this up, let people know we're here. There's the link. Do we get the right thumbnail? This is a pretty ugly one today, but that's okay. We do these things quickly. Okay, so do say hello if you have joined in. So let me know if sound, everything seems to be all right. Yeah, really excited today. Because I got another little update, and I'm going to show you the stuff we did yesterday. Wow, it just went crazy. Look at that, we're up to 87 members. Okay, over 100 leads, and today we talk about how to convert these into paying clients. Follow along here. Okay, so that tells people we're live and we are good to go. Okay, you're not going to believe what happened. So, wow, what a crazy day we had yesterday, folks. Really insane. Just the reaction that we got, and we're going to talk through it. I'm going to show you everything. If I look a bit tired today, it's because I'm running on about 4 hours sleep. This went a wee bit crazy, and I was yeah, let's just say a lot to do. Hello Melbourne, I hope the snap lockdown is treating you well. Our food delivery services came back online today, so yay, I don't have to haul through millions of posts to find the restaurants that have their own drivers. And yeah, so there's rumors that the beach could open this weekend as well. We are hopeful. It's still pretty bad here with COVID, but our province seems to be doing really well. Okay, so what happened? Well, gosh, I don't know where to start. I've got so much to update you with. So you remember yesterday we were trying to get our lead magnet. The hard part is, how do we get our lead magnet in front of the people we want to see it? So all the posts that I made at the top posts deleted, declined, all but one. So they said, oh, look, sorry, we don't encourage posts that want people to DM you or give away stuff. That was in the coaching jungle and the virtual coaching community. But we used a bit of a guerrilla tactic, and one of the tactics we used, one post, boom. Look, that one post is probably going to generate significantly more than the $12,000 target for this. And I have another update on a sale, but I'm going to keep that for a little bit because, you know, I don't want to ruin all the surprises. Soup and bagel with a panna cotta. Oh, I used to love making panna cotta. Vanilla panna cotta with raspberry coulis. Oh, lovely. But no, black coffee for me. This morning helped wake me up a bit. And it's 10 a.m. and I'm running so far behind schedule today. I did have an 8 a.m. Call, and that was a bit of a rough one, I can say. Anyway, we are just human. We can only do what we can do. But, okay, I want to show you the post that worked. And let's just have a quick look. Now, first, we're going to go over to this one because this one actually got allowed. So this one, we look at that. See that notification? You'll see this in a moment. This has just gone insane. One of my clients has created, so we put this here, and we have some people that would like this. But when I look through, look, these really aren't our target market. A martial arts instructor, the Arrow Group, whatever that is. So, these are probably not my market. So we'll go back. I won't do it now. We'll do it sort of afterwards. I didn't remember having a photo. So let's jump over to our group. Their numbers are going up too. They're at 48.1K. They were 44K when we joined. Okay. So people going back through our old stuff there. So much. Where to begin? Where to begin today? Okay, look at that. We are in the green. Okay, we're going to show you. Here it is. Okay, it's going to just take a little bit of time to load. So you can see this all right? You will you want to know if we validated our offer? Just so I don't even quite. I'm so excited. I feel like a kid in a candy store. Okay, so remember this post we found yesterday. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to comment on this one, funnily enough. Okay? Now, there's been 82 answers, and wait till you see where they all are. So Monica asks, what are some techniques you use for yourself to stay motivated and encouraged when you don't have any clients? Well, that is our target market. The people reading this post probably are struggling to get clients. And look, we know how to get clients. So we decided we would drop some value into this group, and here's what we did. Somewhere. Now, I want you to look at stuff like this. When I look down, I always like to see, what resonates. Look at this. 13 people like this. I keep working on what I can control. I keep researching. It sometimes takes a long time. That's just talking about the mindset and the perseverance. So we know that, sticking with it is a theme that people like to hear. We should probably just make a wee note of this, actually. Let's just actually keep research. I think we're pretty much done with this challenge. I think we're going to finish it this weekend, and I'll tell you why shortly. But let's just make a little notes up here. Strong resonance with perseverance line. That's not very good spelling. Thank you, autocorrect. How do we live without autocorrect? Though that said, autocorrect can sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to post it here. Okay, just good to keep these research notes because you never know when you're going to fall back on them. When you can. What we're doing now is working, but if you're in this business for the next 5, 10 months, years, whatever, you're going to want to keep building this up. The better you know your niche, whenever you find something that you think, oh, that's interesting. So that's why I always look for resonance. When you see stuff like this, is 11 practicing gratitude. Gratitude. Now that's interesting because that isn't in our language block. So let's come down to our language block. Here's one of them. We'll use the last one because we keep adding to it. Okay, and now that's what happens when you're really tired. Gratitude. Interesting, we had missed that one. Okay, so just good to keep your library updated. So this is the sort of thing you want to keep doing if you're serious about your niche, and this is where you are narrowing down, and this is where you're putting your focus. Okay, so even though I've got ridiculous amount of leads, this is the sort of stuff I would keep doing if I was going to stay in this niche. And you know what? The more I think about this, the more I think I may move and do a lot more in this. I may not completely abandon this project. The people I'm helping are helping other people. So that is, if I can help people to help people, it sounds a wee bit strange when you say it like that. But, there's more to life than money. And if you can make a difference, even a small difference, in a positive way, and a net contribution win for humanity, and then enough people do that, that's how we move forward as a society. But I'm not here to give you philosophy. Okay, what if you were your own first client? How would you coach yourself? Really cool. But then look what happens. Remind me that this may be my planting time. I'll have my harvest time. So we're using very much law of attraction, that kind of language. We already know this. Grateful, miracles. Let's just go put miracles, gratitude, grateful, miracles. Always good to expand the language repertoire for our niche. But anyway, we haven't even got to the exciting thing. And look at me, I'm off on tangents already. Look, 67. So could we say we validated our language and our offer? This is a very strong yes, okay? To the point where if I wanted, I could now take this and I'd be confident to run ads. And I know the No Website Agency is all about no sales funnels, no Facebook ads, and no websites. That's to get you started. So we've got this far without any of those things, right? So, and this is what, day 12? So it's happened relatively quickly if you look at the amount of time we spent live streaming. 20 hours to build a business, that's pretty amazing. So here's what we wrote. Here's why many new life coaches struggle to get clients. So it is straight in with the key. And then we actually did quite a long post. It's the one we'd tried elsewhere that just didn't get anywhere. Okay. And we've had 67 people, and look at all the replies. Look at all the replies. So all I wrote at the bottom after adding a whole lot of value, remember it's all about value, value, value. Can't emphasize it enough. Now, we put that everyone else is pitching. So if you would like the startup formula for new coaches, let me know if you'd like a free copy. Now, I was saying that to the person above, but look at this. You're going to just see how powerful this method is. And I was doing so many of these, just sending. It takes a couple of minutes to send, and people keep. Right, there's another one. This post has just gone crazy. Now, sometimes you have to check the rules of the groups you're in because DMing and all that stuff can be a bit, bad. But nobody stopped me yet. The reason I stayed up a wee bit late and was just putting as many forward is just in case they decided to kick me out for this. Who knows, some groups can be a wee bit weird. You want to be careful. You want to stay on side of the rules. We've tried to make sure we're not marketing. We're not being spammy. And look, if you're helping people, then some of them will want to work with you if they absolutely are certain you can fix their problem or help them with their problem. And that's what this is. This is authentic marketing at its finest, okay? Because we're giving. We're just helping. This is the approach, folks. Okay, so this is just crazy. The notifications are just coming thick and fast. You know how you have the little 9+ when you open your Facebook notifications? Mine are just pages and pages of notifications. This went really well. Okay, so that's been sent. Okay, so somebody answering the original question, but on my post, that happened a couple of times. A lot of people asking for this, right? So look at all this. And I've just been sending them all these copies. Okay. So this is all the people that want a copy of our lead magnet, or our free resource. And the thing is, the free resource isn't spammy. It actually lays out the exact strategy I have used to run my own businesses and to help people start their own. So this startup formula isn't just something high level to try and suck them in so I can, part them from their money. It's saying, this is how it works. This is the step. Now, if that resonates and makes sense to you and you want to explore that further, you're welcome to get a free call with me and talk through it. Okay, so that's where we sort of go with that. Okay, so much to talk about. I haven't even told you about the sales call yesterday, and we have one today. So we've already got 2 sales calls from this. Okay, so I'm just letting you see just the sort of way, this, right? You think we're nearly through it? No, we've got a long way to go. So, sometimes I added a wee bit of a conversation. Thanks for posting. Okay, that's great. Love the approach to problem solving. So this is what I was trying to show you. This is called attraction marketing, okay? We don't have to go out there and try and force people into our program. All we have to do is find a way to let them know what we have, put our content out there. Now, a couple of people actually said to me in DMs, I've been seeing some of your work recently and it really makes sense, or something along those lines. So people are, all that content we've been doing for the last 2 weeks has helped this immensely, especially in this group. Such a helpful response. So here I am offering something. Nobody is accusing me of marketing or sleazy tactics. Nobody is saying, oh, this guy's just a marketer trying to get our money, right? Why? Because we found a big, big problem. And we have a solution for the big, big problem. And what do people love? They love having their problem solved. I know this is repetitive, but you're seeing it working here, okay? So, people that pick small problems probably won't get this level of resonance. Go for big problems. Oh, so much. And I don't think that coffee's going to sustain me. Okay, so I'm just going to see so here you go. We're up to here, so 13 hours ago. So what I do is I just go here and I just go message. Hello. Oh, already sent. Oh, let's. Okay, I've already liked these. So what I stopped doing was saying sent under them because it just got too crazy and we had too many. Now, if I kept writing that, this would just go forever. As it is, it's still getting a lot, and I can fire it up again because remember the way the Facebook algorithm works. When a post has a lot of engagement happening, it moves it to the top of the feed for that group, and then when people are coming on and Facebook goes, yep, you like content from this group and that group, so you see content from certain groups that you're in. You'll see it on your Facebook wall, whereas groups you're not in or not very active in, groups that you're in but not very active, you rarely see their posts. It's the stuff that Facebook thinks you like because there's just millions of posts every day. You can't possibly fit them all on your wall. So the Facebook algorithm actually decides what you will see. What we want to do is help make the decision for the algorithm a little bit easier. Look, still going. A little bit easier by using high engagement strategy, which is just one plank when it comes to content, high engagement so that Facebook feeds this to a whole lot of people. So you're seeing this firsthand, okay? Okay, so I've sent it to these people. I've sent it to the ones that have likes and loves. So where did we get up to? I think we're down to here. I'm pretty sure we did Ashley, but we can have a look just by clicking the message button. Okay, can you see? Oops. Okay, a lot of people haven't seen them yet. Weird time zones. Okay, so I think this is where we're up to. Gosh, it's still going, folks. Okay. Wow. Okay. See all these? Look at this. See them all? There you go. Crazy. Look how many there are. We got a bit of work to do, and I'm going to do it here. You're just going to see me So I'm going to try some different approaches that I used from yesterday. The thing is, this is going to generate a lot of conversations. So, you can end up going absolutely crazy here. So this is a wee bit unusual. Most people would say build your own group and then get your people in. We just did some guerrilla marketing. We literally kind of just, hijack this thread. So we're up to Dan. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go message. Now it's a wee bit cumbersome because I have to go plus. I have to add this. You don't see the pop-up window, I don't think. But there's a pop-up window where I have to change it from JPEGs and image files to all files. Then I click the link. Now I can type a message. Hey Dan. Here's the resource you requested. What do we want to say? So what I've been saying in the ones above is let me know feedback once you've had a time to review it. Now, a lot of these people won't review it. You can lead a horse to water, but not, can't force the horse to drink, right? And a lot of these people are just not going to even invest in themselves. They see something for free, they'll grab it. Will they read it? A lot won't. Many will, and the ones that will, we're going to have conversations. But follow-up is going to be really important. So some of them, if I try and have a live conversation immediately, they could be in bed. It's what, 9 p.m. over in America somewhere. So if they're in the US, it's getting quite late. Don't really want to be having conversations with people at that time. So I'm not trying, for now, I just am leaving it open to have a more conversation later. Okay, so would love to hear your feedback once you have had a chance to review this. Okay, we'll use that one a wee bit today. You can be a bit more direct. So the ones that actually had direct conversations with me, I was saying, so are you a coach? That's all I would say. And how's that going for you? And that's, so we'll do that. We'll pick our people carefully. Okay, so there's one. So what we'll do is we'll just say sent. And that's going to get the algorithm to boost it up. We may as well make hay while the sun shines. I'm hoping that this is going to give me enough leads to complete the 12K challenge. I'm only going to need to get 3 clients from this to get there, maybe even 2, because I've got an update. Oh, I'm so naughty not telling you the biggest news. Gosh. But I got to have my fun too. And it looks like I'm having a bad hair day. All right, people are adding their names to this quicker than I can get these messages out. Now, if you were doing this all day, every day, you'd hire a VA. They would be in your office. They would be doing this stuff, okay? This is just cumbersome. Maybe mini chatbot could do this for us. There are tools that can make this job easier. But when we're starting out, okay, that one will just pop that way. Wow, look how fast my computer's not running. So I'm answering these ones just to get the algorithm warmed up again. See if we can get these people sort of back on board, if you like. Oh, wrong window. But you can't see when I click those wrong windows. Okay, so let's just quickly go through. You want to know what building your business and getting it off the ground looks like. I didn't promise it would be glamorous and you'd be sitting there doing your nails. It's, sometimes it's a wee bit of a grind, okay? Hello. Now we're going to change it up after this one, okay? With the later ones, we've got a lot to get through. So we'll whip through these ones with this message. Oops, so we're going to send. This is insane. This is just crazy. And man, my Facebook is laggy. I hope that's not the live stream crashing. It is what it is. Okay, while I'm doing this, this is pretty pretty boring. I don't need a whole lot of brain power to do this. This is rather menial, let's be honest. I wish there was a faster way, but if there is, I do not know it. So this might take me half an hour to run through and do that. And then, you know, we're running. We've got some lag here on my Facebook, but stream is in excellent condition, holding green. So it's obviously just because this post has just got so ridiculous. Now the reason I want to get all these done ASAP is, you know, if for any reason one of the mods saw it and went, oh, he's farming for business, didn't actually read my post, you know, they may just delete it. They may even kick me out. I don't know. But anyway. Right. No, we're not adding friends. Right, a Kiwi. Hello, fellow Kiwi. Always nice. Look, if you weren't doing so many, you'd go through, you could personalize all these and have a really, you would knock it out of the park. I have so many, I just don't have time to do that. So we're just going to go through and do it this way. But let me tell you some updates. We got another client yesterday. And here I am just lowballing it. Now, it's not to the same level, right? Our first client was $5,000, and that's because we went on a results based. But this client is paying $2,500, and it's all up front. And that was a sales call we closed yesterday. We have another sales call this afternoon when my cleaner has been here. So, folks, I'm meant to be doing this at the same time. I'm really bad at multitasking. Gosh, this is a mess. Talk about how to not have a big announcement about my latest client. But anyway, we're at 7.5K. We are more than halfway to our target, and we are going to get there, I reckon, this weekend or very shortly. So if you've been enjoying these live streams, alas, we might have gone a bit, we might have got it all together. Gosh, I really can't multitask. It's quite an amazing thing. So yeah, so this person, we jumped on a call yesterday. It was from somebody who received this free guide from the initial ones on my own wall. Don't mind me just starting as I try and focus on what I'm doing. Okay. So this person is a life coach, but she has a really unique angle and really like has more material than I've ever seen. Like has all the material to structure the program, just has no marketing ability, or doesn't know how to. She doesn't know how to put her stuff in front of people, but really genuinely good person. So I'm excited to work with this person. Normally I would charge $3,500, but I want to get this is a challenge. We're just starting out with this. So I offered her a $1,000 discount if she paid on the day. I've sent her the invoice. I haven't checked yet, but I assume, she said she would. So anyway, how exciting is it to be halfway to our target live streamed when you see the entire process? The only thing you're not going to see is the sales calls, and you'll see some of the conversations we have today once we've got this all done. If I sit here and waffle about getting clients, we're going to never get through these. Okay. Let's do it that way. We must remember to actually attach the resource. If we didn't attach the resource, we'd look a bit silly. And nobody is going to resent having this come through because it's free and it's value, right? And that's the key. Give value, more value at every step. So if this is how I look after them when it's free, if this is the level of information I'm prepared to give them, they're going to have a lot more confidence when it comes to working with me. And I can tell you, the research that we did, and I know it was hard, and I know it was boring watching me haul through Amazon and write out all this stuff. We were all over the place before we crafted our offer. But that research is 100% of the reason why we are here today. Up-level marketing. Okay, this is the sort of person. They're in Texas, so it's a wee bit late. Hey, Jennifer. So we're going to personalize this one. Here's the resource you requested. Sorry, it's late. I am in a different time zone, so it's 10 a.m. here. Well, 10. So it's morning here. Let me know if you find this helpful. Okay, so just a wee bit of personalization sometimes. So you can see that takes a wee bit longer, but it's the sort of stuff we have to do. I've really enjoyed doing these live streams. I know I don't have a huge audience yet, and people worry about all that stuff. You know, oh, I've only got a few people in my audience. Like my group's only got 87 people at the moment, you know, because I haven't really been pushing it too hard. You know what? It's not about the vanity numbers. It's about the quality of material you're putting out. People will see it. People will start following you. And you know, you start building your audience. You know, I had somebody say to me yesterday, I've been following you, I think we can find it actually. I've been following you for the last 3 months. And that's when I started just committing to putting out content regularly on my wall, and really decided that this was where I was going to dial in, helping people get off the ground, helping them start. And as I've been doing this, actually, I've redeveloped. So the No Website Agency might be getting parked, and we're going to call it Zero to Liftoff. Same information, but I'm going to broaden it. I'm going to add in some extra information. I'm going to make it even more valuable, and it's going to appeal to not just agency people. It's going to show, you know, this. I want to tap into this market more. It's a beautiful market, beautiful people. This is the sort of people I like to work with. And hey, it's my business. I want to work with people I enjoy, right? So, yeah, let's just keep blasting this out. I know it's not very exciting watching me do this, but you want to see the grind. You want to see the hard work that goes into this. This is not a 5-minute. There's no silver bullets here. But wow, how well did this resource, how well did it go? It's just insane how many people want this. So, you know, we tapped into a big problem here. We were accurate. We understood that the problem was client acquisition, but we understood the deeper issue. They hate marketing. And I think that was the key bit of research that's helped us. So remember, we rewrote it into our language. We didn't call it a lead magnet. We called it, what did we call it? Free resource. And look, that is why this is working and is so powerful. Right, so we're getting through this list, but it's a long list. Gosh. So you're not going to probably learn a whole lot watching me do this, but we are going to get into the conversations after I've done this. I need to get this done. This is part of it. I want to live stream the whole process. So you're going to get the dry bits. You're going to get these hard bits. Gosh, I'm just so bad at clicking the right button. Don't tell me now we're going to have to go find it all again. Oh, lucky it went back to the right place. Oh, gosh. More notifications. Okay, here we go again. Okay, well, let's just try and get these done. I could do these off cam, but where's the fun in that? I want to sort of have a fairly good idea of sort of the amount of hours that went in to get it to this point. But honestly, I've done this sort of stuff before, so it's a wee bit easier for me to get that initial traction. Obviously, you know, this is my strength. This is what I do. This is what I help clients do. And this is why clients are happy to work with me, because I get them results, because I know how to and help them get their clients. And this is why solving problems, anybody who says it's not the right way, well, there's more than one way. There's never a way. There's plenty of ways. But I can tell you this is a far more powerful way than build it and they will come mentality, where what most people do, they just I'm going to be a coach, I'm going to have a business, and then they just start from within themselves and what they want to do. They don't do any market research, and the market research they do is probably did I just message that one? I did. Anyway, this is very exciting. We are getting through these. The computer's running a bit slow. The messenger is kicking in. I'm seeing messages coming through on my phone. Oh, thank you so much. People love this stuff. Now, I can have conversations with these people, right? But I'm not going to do too much of that today. We're going to wait till they've had a couple of days, and then I'm going to just go back and we're going to have conversations. We're going to have conversations via follow-up. Oh, okay. This went better than I expected. I knew we just had to get it in front of this audience, and we knew this audience was hungry for this kind of information, but I am a wee bit surprised it went so well. But we've used little tricks like with the algorithm, making sure we're replying. Initially we're saying, can I PM you? Can I send a DM? And that gets more conversation. Thank you for your precious advice. Isn't that lovely? Here we are giving value and people are grateful for it. This is so much better than sleazy, underhand, manipulative marketing tactics where you're just playing the numbers game. Now, it is still a numbers game, but you're not doing it maliciously. You're not doing it it's not about you and your business. It's about serving people. It's about helping. And it's where the magic happens, I think. The reason I have got this far in my life is because I like to really focus on the other person. So a book I read that taught me this stuff really early in my career, best book I ever read, it's Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I was reading it from a salesperson perspective initially. But that really went through the importance of making it about them and not you. Now, obviously, I've developed that thinking a lot over the years. I've been able to apply it in the corporate world, in my own business, and now in consulting with other people. And it really is magic. Now, occasionally I just change the message so that the Facebook bot doesn't think I'm spamming, because it doesn't like you cutting and pasting all the same stuff. All these little things to stop you getting banned on Facebook. Facebook algorithm is wonderful when you know how to work it. But they can be a little bit automated, and a lot of people fall through the cracks. And have you ever tried to talk to somebody at Facebook? It's pretty much impossible. Wow, this is so slow. Right, so this post is just lagging really badly. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to just chat. We've still got a lot to go. Look at this. Look how... oh, wow. Okay, I think... oh, no, we're getting through. We're nearly there. Okay, probably another 10, 15 minutes. Well, you want to see it. This is quite time-consuming. Okay, I wish there was a faster way. This is where a VA would come in quite handy, but then you've got to trust a VA with your account. Facebook don't like multiple sign-ins from different locations. I use a VPN sometimes, VPN, and hey Anna, here's the resource you requested. How long have you been coaching? Okay, so every so often we're going to just ask a question, okay? Because why not? Okay. It is running very slowly, folks. And if we have a look at our notifications, his Dean is up and about. Can you see these notifications? You can, okay, so I want to show you what a busy inbox looks like. Got lots of friend requests. I haven't even looked at those for a few days, so I've got a whole lot of those backed up. Look at it all. Oh, look, Kathy, a friend. She didn't ask for a copy of our guide, but she was adding some value. So look, this is a lot of notifications. Okay, this worked well, and a lot of people want our stuff. Okay, I think I'll come back and do this later. This is we've been doing this for 40 minutes. It's a lot. So I'll carry on with that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to my messenger, and we'll show you some of the conversations that we've been having. I think that would be a bit more value. Here's Ricky, one of my students. So, we talk about websites not being needed, not to get started, but Ricky's already validated, tested his offer, and we are going to scale him up. He's going to be a millionaire, this young man. He already closed a funding deal for $10 million with Tesla for a client that does 3D printed homes. He is somebody I've been working with for a few months now, since January, where he was doing very little. And what an amazing thing to see the transformation and to see him just absolutely change. And now he has a brand new website, which is amazing. So that's because he's in a financial service. He needs to have certain disclaimers, and he wants to scale up now. He's already validated his offer. He's already made well over 10K from his new offer. So at that point, we can actually start scaling it up. And I'm going to be talking a wee bit more about that in some of my future content. We're going to talk about how do you go, once you have lifted off that 10 feet off the ground, how do we then go the rest of the way? And that's when we can start using the money we've made and investing it back in and building out that infrastructure. You don't need it to get started, but it is, if you're going to build a website, do it after you've validated your offer. I could now build a coaching website for my business that would absolutely blow my niche away, because we know what language works. We know what they're responding to in a huge way. I think I could build, I genuinely believe I could turn this into a $500,000 business. This 12K challenge could blow up. So I may stick with it. I may actually build out a separate offer. Now, I hate split focus. I do not like to split my focus between two things. I have my Zero to Lift Off program where I work with businesses rather than coaches and people that need to get clients. So I've been working with freelancers, entrepreneurs, marketers, agencies, that sort of thing. Coaches are so much more fun. And the solution I have for them works just as well, if not better, right? So yeah, I'm a wee bit torn. So we've got a decision to make. And we will make it. We just got to get there. Right, so what we're going to do, man, these notifications just keep coming. Okay, so you can see, people are, gosh, I've got so many notifications. So what can you see here? You can't see my left window. Okay, so what I have is, let me just zoom out for a moment. I'm going to show you a cool toy I have. Now can we see my whole screen? You can't. Let me just quickly, how do I show you that? Okay, never mind. We're gonna struggle with that. So I have this cool thing where I'm just going to tag everybody. I'm going to create a new tag, manage my tags. We're going to call this one coaching. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tag all these people coaching. Let's reboot that. Okay, you can't see my CRM. It's just a tool that I use. It costs me $52 a month, and it's just going to help. Oh, white screen of death. It's just going to help manage everything, but I'm just trying to let you see it. So I'm trying to figure out how. I think I have to undo this, Okay, we'll do some on the fly editing. So let's just, you'll see if I move this over, we'll come back to this in a minute. Okay, so you can see this manage my tags here. I've got a coaching one. What I do is the people that I'm dealing with, I can go through and I can tag coaching. Okay, so these are the people that you've just seen me, right? So coaching. What that does is it sends it through to a spreadsheet in Google Docs, which will, right? I do say write a lot, don't I? So I will be going and putting them all into my coaching folder. Then when I click coaching, I've got a complete list in a spreadsheet of all these people, their messenger, the URLs. I can track follow-up, I can plan it, and I can go through and farm that list. I could give it to a VA and say, hey, get in touch with all these people, see if we can get them on a call. So we can then DM them and say, hey, do you want to do a call with us? We are going to make our money, our target, from these people. I'm very confident. It'd be very unusual to have this amount of leads and not get a client. Well, we got one yesterday. We may get another one today. So today we'll be pitching 3,500. Now 3,500, that's a lot. Okay, so you see how we're doing that? We're just adding them all to my coaching tag. This is a product called Organize. It's not, the visual user face isn't as beautiful as you'd like. All right, let's put my window back. We don't want to show that side either. Where do we have it? Gosh, I didn't realize we could see the names there. Okay, so we'll just pull that down a bit. Okay, bear with me while we just get this up. Okay, that will do. You can just see the main messages now. I think I've just made a complete mess of that. Lock that into place. Okay, normally I have this all ready before we start. Okay, I'm going to show you a few of the conversations we had. This is, this doesn't give you a wee bit of hope. Now, I'll do all my tagging later. There's a lot of work to be done here. Okay, there's another one. Thanks so much. People are pretty grateful when you help them out with this stuff. There's another one. I will let you know what I think about it. Wonderful. Oh, more people asking for it. Here it is. I've been following you for months now. Love to see you grow. So that's people just seeing the content that I've been putting out. And that's all you have to do. You just have to get started. I mean, I don't think it's rocket science. But, some of this stuff does come more naturally for me than other people. I admit that. But it's still a process you can follow. It might take you longer. It might be a bit messier. It might not come to you as quickly. But as long as you get to the same outcome. Oh, look at this, folks. Oh. Okay, now do we have a Calendly? Yes, we do. So let's go have a quick look at that. Going back to this page. There's my Canva editing. We'll put it in here. Calendly. Oh, I really picked an ugly background for my thumbnail today, didn't I? Okay, so look, people are asking to have a call. So there's another call we're going to get scheduled. This is very exciting. So you just go in here. We just copy the link for our Coaching with Abundance. 30 minutes. Now, I nearly ran out of time. It's really hard for me to do these sales calls on 30 minutes. Anyway, c'est la vie. Okay, so we'll head back over to our messenger. And let's arrange a call. Hey, thank you. What? Let's actually read what we were talking about. I don't even know how we got to this. Oh, this is interesting. This is somebody who was asking for a coach, and I replied on, I'll see if we can find it. Hey Tabby, would love to chat. Here's my Calendly link. If there are no suitable times, please let me know and we can arrange a time manually. The problem being it's Friday, I don't take calls on the weekend and I only let it run for 4 days, so they're only going to be able to do it for Monday at this stage. Okay, there we go. Doesn't that look lovely? Now, Red J Digital is my agency. I run everything through that just for accounting. It's so much easier. When I have to do books for multiple businesses running through one, easier. So I have a business partner in this. His name is Sam, back in New Zealand, Poker Buddy. We started this business together in 2018, and we started off as a traditional digital marketing company. But now we're moving into the consulting. He helps me with a lot of the back-end stuff, building out automations in ActiveCampaign, all that kind of stuff, and so on. So, it works well. So there you go. We've got a call, potentially another sales call, which is wonderful. Now, a lot of these people have asked for it, and they haven't actually seen it yet. And the reason being, because we're not friends, I'm probably in their resource, in their spam folder. So that's why I always comment sent, so they see that in their notifications. And what I'll do at the bottom, so everyone who's in that post will see it, I'll just say, hey folks, if I've sent the resource and you can't find it, have a look in your your other tab, because Messenger's weird like that. Okay, look, so many messages. Okay, I'm just checking all the ones that have reply. Right, so what I will be doing is going back through these, because I'm tagging them all as we go, and we will be doing some follow-up with these people. So it's going to be, hey, just want to check in. What did you think of the guide? Did you get any value from it? How's your coaching business? And we can actually do some discovery, see if it's worthwhile having a chat with them. Wow, this is insane. I've sent a lot of guides out, folks. This is unusual. Like 10 or 20, well, I would have been happy. 30, I got excited yesterday. But this is insane. This is the gift that keeps on giving. And it means I'm really behind on anybody that's been messaging me lately. My message is just overwhelmed. And that's what's going to happen to you too when you get this dialed in. But this is just to get you to lift off. We can automate all this stuff. There's a second level we can put up here. Okay, I think that's caught up on all my messages. Wow. Crazy, eh? Right, so. Okay. So we are sitting here now, $7,500 into our 12K challenge. I have a feeling we're going to blast through the 12K. We got a call today. We've got somebody, so this one here wants to have a call with us. So let's see. Oh, if only there's a search bar for notifications. How on earth are we going to find her? I tell you what we'll do. I'll see if I can find the post, because I want to show you how we got that lead. It's very important we show you all this stuff, right? So let's go to Facebook. I think it's in the virtual coaching community that we found her. So let's just search her name, which was Tabby, and see what comes up. There can't be too many Tabbies, surely. I should have done this in a different window. Now I'm going to have to go find all that again. Post I've seen, please. No results. Okay, so if it wasn't this one, maybe it was the Coaching Jungle. So they declined all my posts. They wouldn't let me. We got it in, but then they decided that no, we don't take kindly to that, which is fine. They didn't kick me out, and I always am very careful the way I word things. You don't want to go and poison the well in which you are drinking from. So you've got to be very careful that you stay within group rules. Somebody actually gave me feedback on the lead magnet and said I should have probably included that in there, and that could be correctly right. Okay, let's see if we can find Tabby here. I know it was one of these posts. Here it is. This is the person. So let's look for posts we've seen. Gosh. Let's click this person. Oh. Okay, that's unusual. I have Okay, I can't find the original post, but basically this is somebody who's very active doing, I love the, really, really good content creator. And if you can create good content, I can help with the rest. A lot of people were pitching. What a shame I can't find it. If only there was a way to search my notifications, huh? Never mind. It is what it is. Okay, so we went and put a lot of value out into the market. We finally got one to stick. We've got people downloading our free resource. So what I want to quickly spend some time on before we finish up for the week is, okay, so we've got all these people, like over 100 probably, people that want and have downloaded our free resource that we've sent them, okay? Now, here's the thing. We have them on Messenger. Okay, so I'm going to sort of outline the plan here, right? I'll show you all the different steps. Okay, so if we think about the entire challenge so far, and we wanted to create an SOP or a standard operating process, okay, so the first one would be problem research. What if you don't know where to research? Well, then we start with the power zone, okay? The power zone, where we originally started, that is this, right? Where we talked about you want to unlock your power zone. And the power zone is where your passions, your expertise and skills and industries you're drawn to and you can help sort of combine. It's this little area in here. So if I take coaching, new life coaches, for example, how does that fit into my passions? I love helping people. I love one-on-one coaching. I really enjoy helping people break through, and when you see their self-belief start kicking in, when you see them starting to get some money in the bank, it's a very satisfying thing. I actually call it selfish altruism. I help people because it makes me feel good. But hey, if we all had selfish altruism, we'd live in a happy world. So we start with the power zone. We figure out where we're going to start looking. Then we want to do the research. So if we think about this in a cycle, okay, so we've got a power zone. We then do our problem research. We figure out what problems we can solve, okay? Once we've got our problem, we drill it down. So there's a few steps within problem research. But then we craft an offer. I call it the shut up and take my money offer, because basically it's saying, hey, this is how I can help you. This is what I can do for you. These are the outcomes I can lead you to. Right? And if we've done the research and we understand the problem we're solving and we have a really cool, unique solution, okay? So this is craft an offer / solution. So if we think about what the formula is, right? We've talked about this, startup formula. The startup formula is quite simple. It is problem that they have plus our solution equals offer, okay? And then our offer plus attraction marketing equals conversations, authentic conversations. I'm big on this, folks. Lead to sales. Okay, this is really simple when you break it down like this. Right, so problem solution, we have an offer. Okay, then we need to build. So we do our marketing message. We'll create our attraction headline. So we build our hooks and headlines. So marketing hooks. Headlines. Now, when you write it like that, it doesn't, marketing, but this is a step by step. If I was building a standard operating process for you to get your business started up, This is the process you'll need to follow. Well, how do you know how to do that? We've covered it in the live streams. The $47 workshop covers this in detail. I am going to reshoot those videos so I improve the sound quality, but the information in there is already pretty damn good. So we do the power zone, problem research, craft and offer solution, marketing hooks, headlines. Then we do organic marketing. And what we're doing here is attraction marketing, folks. Okay, attraction marketing is we add value, people come to us, not dropping into cold DMs and all of that. Now, we could do that. We could just start cold DMing people. It's a horrible way to do business. It's inauthentic, and it really works to the level we'd want. Now, if you're really scaled up and you've got a VA, they can go out and farm this way, but value-based approach is so much better. Okay, so this is where we're at now, right? So that will generate us some dollars. So then we can put feed 30% is what I say of income into building next level. And that is, if we wanted to arrow that, it would be you build a website or funnel or an automated client acquisition system. You would build your team. Right, project manager, people you can outsource the work to. So let's say my consulting, there's only one of me. How do I scale up? Well, I can build a team of people. I can have my coaches work through, so people I'm helping will work through different areas, right? We're going to help them with the power zone, the problem research. Now, I don't need to help them with this stuff. So I can have somebody do some of that stuff, and I can come in where I add value, which is craft and offer solution and give feedback on the problem. Look, if you get this right, everything else flows into place. This is the most critical step, problem research. So there's our SOP to scale to 50,000 a month, literally. Run ads. Using the money that we've already made from proving our offer organically. You never have to spend a cent of your own money to do this. Now, obviously, this live challenge, this 12K challenge is all about going from zero to your first paying clients. But then once you got your first paying clients, things can get messy pretty quickly, right? So imagine if I've got 10 clients and I have bi-weekly calls or 2 calls a week. Some of them I have 3 calls a week, but let's say it's 2 calls a week at this stage for 6 weeks. That's 2 calls a week at an hour. There's 2 hours per week per person, okay? And if I'm doing 10 people, that's 20 hours a week. That's a lot of work. Plus there's all the other stuff that happens in business. So you want to be making decent money from those people. So I've figured out my pricing, by the way, which is $3,500, and $3,500 a person. Okay, and I can help probably 12 people if I want to enjoy my life. So if I have 12 people at 3,500 per 6 weeks, because it's a 6-week challenge. Okay, I can probably do more because I don't do hourly, bi-weekly, but let's just say that's what I'm going to do, right? So how many 6-week periods in a year? That's 52 divided by 6. I think it's 8 point something, but let's, you can't see my calculator, but this is not my brain. 8.6. Okay, so it's 8.677 per month, right? People technically that I'd be able to bring on. And if each person is worth, each client is 3,500, what's my monthly income? Well, we can only fit in at capacity 8.667. So my monthly income without ruining my lifestyle would be 30K a month. All right, so there you go. There's a formula to get us to 30,000 a month. Okay, so all I have to do is find 12 people every 6 weeks. And obviously people will start at different times, but and you'll bounce around. But this can get you to $30,000 a month, purely organically. Can I find 8 people? 100% I can. 100. I am pretty sure with this offer, I can scale this much, much further. But imagine 30,000 a month. So a year, you're looking at now. I don't know about you, but I like numbers. I really enjoy running through these numbers. So, do you want to work 52 weeks? Oh, gosh. Well, that's interesting because people take time off for different holiday events. I kind of am a bit more fortunate in that I'm living a life I don't need a holiday from, but that's a good point. We can probably only do 48. I don't want to overwork it. I would stretch these out. So, we will divide that by 48, folks. Well done, Christine. Gosh, what would I do without you? You have been, I've really enjoyed having you here. Knowing that there's somebody watching live has helped me immensely. Oh, that's tidier. That's exactly 8. Oh, look at that. Okay. So yeah, really grateful. If I'm pulling in 300K a year and people want to know how I did it, this live challenge will be a nice resource for them to go back and look at. Will they? I don't know. The thing is, it's not that there isn't enough knowledge for people. Okay, well, 3,500 at 8 is 28,000. So that drops to 28K. Gosh, we're only going to make 28,000 in a month. Ugh. I can probably live on that. I don't know, would you be able to live on 336,000 a year? That's US dollars. Okay, I charge in US. So in my own currency, hey Siri, 336,000 US dollars in New Zealand dollars.
336,000 US dollars is $461,529.60.
So at current exchange rates, that's just a smidge under, that's 460,000 New Zealand dollars, so nearly $500,000. And that's only dealing with 8 people a month, right? So 8 people every month that I'm dealing with over, 6-week programs, so it's a wee bit awkward. Some of them will extend and do longer with me, but this is just a high level. In a perfect world, this is what the numbers would look like at my capacity. Now, 12 people sounds like not much work, right? If you're only working with them once a week, which a few of them are just weekly, we're talking 12 hours a week to make this kind of income. There's a lot of work that goes into it. I do some offline work, but I can tell you this is right up my alley. I really enjoy the more consulting rather than actually the delivery of the work. We've done plenty of that stuff, email marketing. I still have clients that I'm writing emails for, but I enjoy this so much more. I enjoy consulting. So that's why we've been making this shift over the course of the last 3 or 4 months. So basically what we've done here, now this is a 12K challenge. I mean, we are already at 7,500, okay? So if I can close even just 2 more deals at 3,500, it's another 7,000. That'll take us to 14,500, and we have finished our challenge. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do a scaling challenge, but I'm going to need to build a team. I'm going to have to think about. I need to give a lot of thought about the direction I go now because this has gone better than I expected. I didn't expect to find an audience that just had such a big problem that nobody had really figured out how to fix. A lot of marketers out there doing you can scale to 6 and 7 figures and do you want to make 10K? And a certain percentage of this group will run to that, but they're probably not going to get results because the people advertising this that way don't understand this market, whereas we did our research. So, I think, authenticity, actually using a problem nobody's teaching them this stuff. One of them actually said in the comments, wow, this is a complete paradigm shift. And for those people, it is. For me, this is how I do business. But you got to remember, not everybody knows this stuff. So we're going to find our clients. This is really all there is to it. Now, obviously, there's step, 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 step. You remember all the steps we went through, right? So for problem research, we did it in 2 phases. We made a list of all the problems within the coaching industry after we'd gone through our power zone. So from here, we chose 2. We went retail and or coaching. We decided to go coaching. So, we went coaching, problem research, right? So we found a whole lot of problems. We narrowed to 2 problems because we wanted the bigger problems, right? Getting clients for new coaches, and the second problem was knowing how to coach. Okay, we decided this one was the one for us. So we get some green. Okay, so that was our problem research. We figured out that they didn't know how to get clients, right? We also learned a lot about their language, and I think that's been the advantage that we've brought to the market. So we crafted an offer, and that was, what was the offer called? Well, we have it up here, so let's just go and find it. So imagine these notes. They're a bit messy, but this has got a lot of really cool information. So if this was, okay, here's our line, but I think the more I've been using it, the more I think we're going to change it to the Christine line because I really prefer it. Okay, coach with abundance. Right, so this is the offer, the solution. Step courageously into calling with an authentic client attraction system. We're going to change that to and effortlessly attracting your dream clients. Doesn't matter which way we do it. Okay, so we have a program, right? Coaching with abundance. And this is, if we want to just, I'm just giving you a summary here. This is a 6-week program. Right, so that's what we did. Oh, well, that's our marketing headline here. So, whoops, okay, that actually goes here. Now, did I write down what these steps in this were? Somewhere. We did. So this is what the program is, so we can drop this into here. I'm just showing you how a standard operating process, filling in the bits. So we'll take that out of here, we'll put that here. Okay, so this is our offer. It's a 6-week program. Whoops. The reason I'm sort of summarizing this now is because, honestly, we could be nearly finished this. I've got to really make a decision as to where to go next. 6-week consulting program, broken down as follows. So this is what we do. This is our solution. And here's our marketing hook and headline. Our organic marketing was value-based posting in groups. Facebook, because that's where they hang out. And we did the free resource to generate interest leads. Okay, so obviously it's close deal, make sales. So generate sales calls, basically. Well, this generates sales calls. So close sales calls. Well, let's just say the step is sales calls, right? Now, some people don't like doing sales calls. I've got one guy, he's great at what he does, but he's not going to close very well. And it's going to lower his conversion rates. He's going to really struggle, even when he's really solving problems. So he is hiring a closer. So he's getting somebody to send the leads to who will do the closing, and then he will take over and run the actual account once it's been closed. So that, I'm a big believer in working to your strengths and outsourcing your weaknesses. And everyone says, oh, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can tell you can't afford not to. But if you do this, you can get the money that you need by generating it and then feeding that back into your business. Sales calls, so that is, we want to have 5 calls a week is what I aim for, okay? And close minimum 2. That means within a month, we have 8 people, okay? So then you can just, up and down, you'll have it predictable. You'll know that if I have 20 sales calls, I'm going to close, let's say 6. And if I want 6 clients, then I know I need to go get 10 calls. How do I get 10 calls? Well, I probably need to have 100 conversations or 80 conversations. There'll be a formula. You'll be able to figure it out. It goes like this, okay? So sales equals, to get to conversations, so we need to engage with 100 people, let's just say, leads to, let's say, 30 conversations, leads to 10 sales calls, okay? Leads to 4 clients, let's say, okay? Let's say that's it. So if you want to know how to get 4 clients, go engage with 100 people, right? You've seen, I've just engaged with 100 people. It's a lot of work. Don't underestimate the amount of work. But if this is your sole focus and you're building your business with passion and determination, this is exactly how you do it. So now we've built out an SOP or standard operating process, okay? We start with the power zone. We understand our niche. So this is the problem research, craft an offer and a solution to solve the bigger problem that we've gone with, which was getting clients. We flesh out how we're going to help. We do a lot of marketing around this, a lot of more research. So we're going and looking at what resonates, what other people are doing, competitor analysis. We're looking at a whole lot of this stuff. And we want to understand how we're going to solve the problem. Then the market, so we do that. I help, I help new coaches, new life coaches, really. Right, so we really did narrow down life and energy coaches. They consider themselves life coaches. So we're going to put attract, because it's our language, attract clients by the Coaching with Abundance program. Okay, there you go. So that isn't our market. When you do the I help who with what by solution, that formula that we use, and we've expanded on that in the workshop, this is not your marketing message. Really important. This is not a marketing message. This is to give us clarity, because until we've simplified it down where we feel very comfortable with it, it's going to be very hard to craft your offer. Okay, then we do marketing. So we actually build our offer up before we worry about marketing. So many people get so caught up on the marketing, and the process kind of overrides the value, and suddenly the process is dictating. That's why you need to have flexibility, and you need to do your marketing message after you absolutely understand how you're going to help people. How do you move them from A to B? This is the transformation, right? So what is the transformation? What is the transformation? Oh gosh. What is the transformation you bring your people? Okay. So you're seeing how this all fits together. We had a, creating that offer. If you watched that live stream, while I was sitting here, I was all over the place. It was, took a wee while to get that clarity, and that's normal. That's the process. I'm not going to pretend it's all sugar-coated and just wave your magic wand and an offer pops out. But it is much easier to craft an offer when you understand the problem that your clients are having at a level that is deeper than anybody else understands. So we understand how it manifests in their life. What is the result of this? So we understood that imposter syndrome was a secondary problem that we're also going to solve and that is preventing people from going out and even trying to get clients. So that's why we use step courageously into your calling, right? It's about the courage to step out, and it invoked everything we wanted to say. If we didn't have the research that showed imposter syndrome was one of the, not the root cause of not getting clients, but one of the contributing causes, then we're able to craft that into our offer and our solution. Okay, the organic marketing, you've seen me hit and miss. It is very hit and miss, but when you hit, boom, great. Now, how many calls have we had? 1, 2. We've had 2 calls and we're 2 for 2. So we've actually closed 100% of our calls. That's not normal, but you know, we are getting calls. That's the most important thing. So we've got 1 more plus maybe another 1. This is really, really exciting stuff. Oh, what a mouthful all that was. So that is basically the standard operating process to get you to, right? This can get you to 20, 30K a month. It really can. But remember, the amount of time that goes into the organic marketing, you know, if you've got 20 hours of coaching a week, you're going to probably spend 20 hours of organic marketing a week. It's kind of fun. I enjoy it. Not everybody does. But keep in mind that work-life balance. But here's the great thing. The more clients you have, the less marketing you have to do because you don't need as many clients at that capacity, so you have more time for your clients, right? So this works well. I can probably get this to 30K a month organically, and I would say within a month I could be sitting at 30K. Could I take this up and beyond? Well, if I'm doing 30K a month, if I took 10K, paid a funnel designer to build me a beautiful funnel, I already know how I'd run it. I'd have, what would it look like? So we'd have the opt-in, which we know people love, you know, the getting started guide that we've been offering. I'll flesh it out, make it a bit bigger. I could even write that as a book, and one day I might, if I stay in this niche. Oh, so many options. Okay, waffling. So if we took 10, so let's say in the next month I generate 30K, even 12K. Let's just say 12K. And we took 30% of that, which is about $3,000. I can still get a designer to build me out a funnel. We'd have a lead magnet, so we'd have enter your email address, here's your free guide, and we'd run ads to that. We get a lot of people buy this, download this guide for free. We get their email address, that goes through to active campaign. That will trigger an automated sequence, which is called a nurture sequence. I do a lot of this stuff. And we start emailing them more value, and then we hit them with an offer. So value, offer, repeat, okay? So we put them through a nurture sequence, and we try and have conversations with them, of course, right? So we then will have, I would then look at paying closes. When I have a certain amount of calls being booked, I can say, well, I can pass off 20 of these calls a week to a closer, great. But then, how am I going to go above my capacity? How would I take this to $300,000? I have no issue bringing in the clients. That's the easy part, believe it or not. How do we deliver? So 300,000, right? If we look at our numbers, at 300,000 a month, or let's say 280,000 a month, then we would be 10x. So we would need 80 clients a month. How do we deal with 80 clients a month? We have to build a team, right? You're gonna have a project manager, the most important critical role, a project manager who, as the tasks come in, make sure that it is being assigned out to my network or my group of people, my team, so they're managing, they're in charge of deliverables. I don't want to deal with day-to-day operational stuff. I made that mistake in my chocolate factory. I got too caught up in the day-to-day stuff. You're a business owner, you want to run that. So we're going to build a team, and that would be a project manager. We would want some coaches, right, for the easiest stuff, the process stuff. So we might have a research team, people. We might have a offer creation team, and we might have a marketing team. Okay, so I might have 3 groups of people that share the client. So the client will work through all 3. Not even sure where I would come in on this. It may be if you want to work with me, it's a 10K one-to-one offer. Who knows? But what this allows you to do, if we were to think of this in a flow chart, you know, you just keep building up this team. So you add more to the research team, you add more to the offer creation team. You may then also want to put in sales team, right? That's appointment setters. And closes. Now, the marketing team, they would be in charge of not only helping our people that we're coaching with their marketing, that initial organic marketing, because we will be working them through getting to their first paying clients. It will then be, they'll also do our marketing, right? So they'll be putting out the value posts all over the internet and nurturing and getting those people through to our appointment setters and so on and so on. So look, this is a bit of a convoluted way of saying there is actually a formula to go up really big. So if I wanted to turn this into a 300K a month business without scaling up my work, this is how I would do it. And then my job, so you're probably going to have project managers once you get to a certain level. And when you think about the costs here, a month, you're going to be paying probably 100K a month in wages, right? Maybe not 100K, let's say 80K. But if you're netting 300K, who cares, if they're doing all the work, right? So then all you're doing is focusing on the big picture of the business, molding your team, making sure your team has got all the right resources, that you're giving all the support, that you're building out your standard operating processes so you can bring more people in, right? So we would actually build out a standard operating process for this. We would build out a standard operating process for this. We would build out a standard operating process for this, and so on. So what you're seeing is how we have taken from idea to getting our first paying clients. We've now got 2 clients. We're at 7.5K in this challenge already. Now 5K of that is obviously future revenue, may not come through. But anyway, we're going to blow these numbers out of the water. So that's just giving you a wee bit more. I know that's not quite on topic. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a feel for the sort of potential that these businesses have if you want to get into those big numbers. Look, if I want to go and make this $1 million a year business, I would just keep doing that, because once we've got the system built and proven, so like we're validating and we're doing our organic foundation, it's the same with the paid foundation. You don't go and scale up too fast. You've got to build your team so that you can handle scale, so that it's sufficiently able to grow and scale. Then it's just a matter of pouring, 10,000 a week into Facebook ads, that would absolutely generate us well over $1 million in value. We put up higher ticket offers. We have follow-up offers. So, getting this to $1 million a year would probably work, but that would be a very long live stream, and I wouldn't have time to actually do the work. So anyway, we're just focusing on getting our first paying clients. 2 down. Let's jump back and see if our messenger has had any love. Okay, because we've just, I've got so many notifications, 10 more notifications. Can you see my notifications? Okay, never mind. Okay, so let's, okay, nice. Oh, that's fantastic. Awesome. It can be a rewarding career. All the best, and please, if you have trouble getting clients when you do launch, feel free to sing up. Okay, see, I'm not pushy. I'm not trying to do anything inauthentic here. I'm just really genuinely trying to add value. Okay, so we are how far into our live stream today? 1 hour and 30 minutes. I think we're going to leave it there. Very exciting day. Look, I've got a lot of work to do off stream. I'm going to keep going. So here's what I will do. I'm going to go and put all of those people, I'm going to send them the resource. Then over the weekend, or maybe, well, Monday's a very busy day for me. It's the one day I just pile all my meetings, so Monday's insane. So it could be, that's why we start Tuesday. So by Tuesday's live stream, I hope to have followed up the majority of those people. I will show you what that looks like, and we'll have had hopefully 2 sales calls before our next call. We could already be at, it would be unusual to get 4 from 4. I'm good, but not that good. So we'll see what happens, folks. But we're halfway there. The 12K challenge is going exceptionally well. So yeah, that's really it for today. So thank you for watching. I hope that, through all my ramblings, you're getting sort of the message on how this all works. I enjoyed painting a wee bit more of the bigger picture today because that's kind of exciting. But, none of that works if we don't have our absolutely solid foundation in place. So I think I did pretty well today, given I had very little sleep. Thank you for following along. We'll be back Tuesday with a big update. We'll let you know how many sales calls we generated, and we'll start being able to populate those formulas, how many conversations led to how many this, to how many clients, and then we'll have a predictable client acquisition formula, and then it's just a matter of generating that many conversations. Right, seems simple, right? So let's see if we can get over the line. My goal is to finish this 12K challenge next week. So by the end of next week, I'd like to be well over 12K in booked revenue. If we've done that, we'd have done it in the first month. It would show that this is possible. This is our 12th day of streaming. Our streams have been about an hour to an hour and a half. So we're only 16 to 18 hours in. And look at what we've already done. This stuff works. So anyway, as I said, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to call it here because really it's just now me going through and sending that lead magnet to everybody. I'll update you next week, and hopefully it'll be good news. So thanks again. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you hopefully on Tuesday where we do it all again. See you then.